speak after 10 years in this business on the same stage between amazing leaders, GIL team members, which I look up to from day one. 10 years ago, I was a little boy, 22 years old, and I was attending the biggest then global rally in UK. It was 2014 in UK, global rally! I was back then seeing 20,000 people or more, imagining speaking one day on a stage like this. 10 years later, a very emotional rally for me. A dream came true, and at this point I want to thank forever the management, amazing leaders that are giving me the trust and the love, and especially a place where I feel home and always felt as a little boy, and now, let's say, a grown-up man. I wanted to show you a system which I've created 2020, which allows me to grow last year in following numbers. 49% of growth from 2023 to 2024, level up qualifiers. Last year I had 3 Eagle managers in my team. Today we have already 14 qualified, 1 is still unrolling. 3 soaring Eagles, 1 senior Eagle, traveling from level 1 to 2. Last year I had 3 people in my organization doing more than 120, 150 cc's. This year, only 1 year after, we have more than 12 people doing this amount of cc's. 3 of them are nearly catching 300 pace credits a month. And what I heard yesterday, we have in our organization someone, and she's my first-time manager, and she will speak, as you will see her today as well. She's the #1 in the whole world in development, in Hold Forever. We have her in our organization, and I will talk today with you guys how I reached this levels by using a very simple online system. But before I do that, I have a question for you. How many of you are seeking for significant growth this year in your forever business? How many of you would love to work in a more geographical freedom? How many of you would love to travel a little bit more and to maybe work hard as well, but maybe a little bit smarter this year as well? So more efficiency. Let's bring more efficiency into our business, and I'm very honored to share with you today a system which I created. Before I do that, let me just tell you something about myself, because you will listen to me the next couple of minutes, and I would love to tell you just a little bit out of my life, that you know, who is this story about a little boy who had a very big dream. I grew up in the most beautiful country in the world, in Switzerland. But this was not the case for my parents. My parents grew up in one of the poorest countries in Europe, from Macedonia. We're on the Balkan countries here, we're on Balkan. My parents grew up there, and they never settled for less. And I'm here not only representing forever the power of law of my team, I'm also representing a family which never settled for less and always leveling up in life. And if you ask me how and why I'm doing such a big effort in this business, how can I not? I have amazing parents which brought me from Macedonia, which is also very beautiful, the most beautiful country in the world, giving me everything. I was not missing anything in my childhood. And the speech from South Africa yesterday got me really emotional, because that was the story of my parents. And I'm now here leveling up my family dream as well. I had this one big dream. I wanted to be a professional football player. I worked very hard every day, training 2 times. I started as a 5-year-old guy, and then I had a big accident by the age of 18, and I had to quit my dream of becoming a professional football player. And I will tell you now one thing. After quitting my dream as a professional football player, I was put in a place where I'm not belong to. I was studying economy in Switzerland. I was working from morning till afternoon. And I just felt not worthy anymore. And I will just tell you one thing. And everybody of you experienced that somehow in some way. Sometimes in your life, it's not about that you're unworthy or useless or weak. I've been told until my entire student career, until my entire working career, I was always being told that I'm too young to take full responsibility. I was always being told that I'm too unprofessional. I cannot do that. I have to have experience. And I wanted to push my career in the corporate world, but I couldn't do it because I had the wrong people around me. And let me tell you one thing. I was feeling unworthy. I was feeling weak. Because I have the wrong people around me. So, sometimes, so very often in your life, it's not that you're not worthy. It's just that you are in the wrong place with the wrong people. And you have to change that. And you have to change that very fast because time is so precious and you really have to value time. Being in such an arena is a blessing for all of us because we're pushing each other, belonging each other, but that's not the case out there in this world. You have to pay attention who you are surrounded with. And if you start doubting on yourself for your correct goals, for things you want to achieve in your life, believe me, it's not about you. You already have it. It's just because you have bad people around you doing an amazing job, talking out of your dreams, pushing you down. And one thing that nobody wants to hear, sometimes the biggest obstacle in your life is the person who lays next to you before the goes back. Pay attention to those people who are around you, because sometimes they can push you in life, but sometimes they can drag you down. Deep inside, you're a champion. But just being in the wrong place for long enough, it will make forget you. We were all little kids, right? What does all the children have in common? We dream big, we love, we respect. But as soon as we get older in this world, and as soon as we met other people, we forget about this. We forget about something that kept me in my mind because Rolf was saying this in 2015 back to me. He talked to me and he said, like, Petar, you already have everything inside of you to be successful. Don't search for success. Don't search for wealth. You are wealthy. You are successful. Just find your people where you can live all your values. So my question to you now, what is the strongest power in this world? A lot of people will say it's love. But in fact, it's the people you're surrounded with. You can love somebody, but at the same time, this person can destroy you. Have somebody experienced this feeling? The people you love are not necessarily the people you should be surrounded with, that hurts sometimes. So what's happened with the boy? What happened with this little boy? He found his place in 2014. He found amazing two people. On the left side, you see GMT, Phil Ritter from Switzerland. Give a round of applause. And give a round of applause for Rolf and Dominic Kim. These are people who I found in 2014. And let me tell you one thing. First of all, to take this moment, Philip Claudio, I still can say that often when I love you guys to change my life. You were the first person, Philip, after my career and after my working class that showed me a way that I'm enough and that I can use my energy. Because I have a lot of energy and people were afraid of this. And Philip was the only one accepting my energy. And he said, like, listen, you can do whatever you want here. Just move forward with me. Rolf, Dominique, you're the most inspiring family I've ever met in my life. You're one of the most talented and best networkers out there in the world. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys being in this business business in this
भाई
company.
वीडियो बनाते रहोगे सारे?
नींद आ रहा है
भाई 2 घंटे से वीडियो बना रहे हो। मैं वही देख रहा हूँ। कौन मर जाएगा भाई?
ऑफिस में फ्री वाईफाई है,
सुनो
सब अपलोड कर दूँगा।
और यूटिलाइज करो कि बोल क्या रहे हो।
मैक्सिमम लोगों का ध्यान ही नहीं है क्या बोल रहे हैं।
अब इस टाइम ये क्या बोल रहा है? 2014 से 2024 तक 10 चेयरमैन बोनस हर साल इसने एवरी ईयर, हर साल जब से आया है ना, हर साल चेयरमैन बोनस अचीव किया है इस बंदे ने। 10 के 10 साल चेयरमैन बोनस बहुत बड़ी बात है पूरे फॉरएवर के करियर के अंदर। वो ये कहना चाह रहा है। उससे पहले की जर्नी उसकी क्या थी? उससे पहले उसकी फैमिली ने उसको सपोर्ट किया है फॉरएवर के लिए। तो वीडियो बनाने से कुछ नहीं होगा, रख लो उसको अंदर।
वीडियो ऐसे हमने काफ़ी बनाई है और वो अभी तक पड़ी है,
अभी तक पड़ी है,
देखी नहीं, कोई नहीं देखता भाई। एक चीज़ दिखाऊँ तुमको, अभी तक के जितने हुए ना, मैं सबके नोट बना रहा हूँ बेटा। जितने हुए ना ये सबके नोट्स बनाए। देखो कहाँ बनाया ना, हाँ मैंने भी लिखे हैं ये नोट्स।
कोई बात नहीं,
मैं बात बता रहा हूँ,
तू भेज दियो।
ध्यान से सुनो जो बता रहे हैं, समझ रहे हो।
ये तुम्हें भेज देंगे और इसको गूगल करके इनके बारे में स्टडी करना, ये क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं, ठीक है। यूट्यूब से कर लेना।
देखो PDF तो मुझे ही बनाना नहीं आता, मैं व्हाट्सएप पे क्या टाइपिंग कर रहा देखो, बना लिए नोट्स, भेज दो।
I'm super proud of you. And this is traveling more than any country in the last year. And on the right side, you have the most special person in my life. That's my little brother. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of working in Switzerland. I told him last year, quit everything. My mother understands. She understood it in my case as well. Quit everything. Start working for myself, for me. He's not my social media manager, traveling the world for more than 1 year, and right now he's in Barcelona doing a language exchange, and she's happier than ever before in his life, and that's all thanks to forever. I want to talk now the last 2, 3, 4 minutes about key points. How I created the system, and what is important if you want to work online. Because listen people, Forever is giving us geographical freedom, right? You can work wherever you want. But some of you are maybe not that far enough to make the change of offline working to online, and let's do both. But you have to have the courage to take steps into the online world if you want to reach geographical freedom. And I did both. 10 years ago, we did 6 to 10 presentations a week. Now we do everything online. My opinion is marketing is most of professional industry, but it's in sales. So let us write down something. If we can increase our business, our industry by professionalism way of just 10%, we will have completely different numbers. I'm following this rule, and not everybody agrees, but you will if you give this a try. Information does not be offline, it can be online. Inspiration can be online, but what you cannot create in a way that you can create it offline is memories. What are we doing here in the first place? We are creating memories, right? We're hugging each other, we're kissing each other, we have amazing conversations. But the rest you can, if you want, do it online. The first thing I want to talk about is getting leads online. Let's talk how we can get leads from the online world into our business. First of all, do contact every day 10 people by giving compliments and by giving or asking questions. Asking questions and giving compliments to people online is the fastest way of contacting or connecting to people. Hey, Sandra, I just want to reach out to you. Your Instagram profile is amazing. How you can treat us with your two little ones is just mind blowing. I just want to leave you this compliment. Immediately, I'm in touch with Sandra. The second one is organic traffic to business clients. To all of you guys who are not ready to invest money for advertising, don't worry. Our number one recruitment funnel in our business with landing to these numbers, which I showed you before, is sharing business flyers in an organic way. I will just explain it in 30 seconds. You will create a flyer which says 5 moms wanted, 5 sporty people needed, work from home, blah, blah, blah. You're going to create a flyer, and all it is with you and your team is doing every day online is asking other people how they can share this flyer in their stories, tag you, and that's how you can create organic growth without investing zero money. Number one recruitment funnel in our business. Every partner has a website, you can pay, advertise. That's how you get leads online. I have 2 slides more for you guys. And I want to show you one thing. Data is key. If you work online, please make sure you don't give away business presentations for free. I did this the last 2 years. I saw the number of my YouTube links, which we sent out, and the number was 425,000 people watched our business presentation. So guess what? How many numbers and how many emails I got from these almost 500,000 people? 0. And this changed 1.5 years ago, and it leads to an enormous growth in our business. We're giving our presentations not anymore for free. They have just to put their name and the email address, because with this email, you can now create and advertise on the Facebook Ads Manager, and you can have an amazing follow-up system. The top 3 online customer concepts which we are following, you can write that down. The first one is Survio. Just go on www.survio.com. It's a digital survey way of asking people some questions, having the response, and giving an amazing consultation. That's how we create online sales. We do WhatsApp parties, we do Zoom live webinars, and the rest on the bottom I've already told you, compliments, questions, organic growth. I will leave you with 3 more quotes. Success slows speed, don't get me wrong. Work hard, do a lot. But what success also loves, and you, is sustained work. To do maybe sometimes less for the same outcome. People who start because of you don't necessarily stay because of you. If you keep this in mind, you will create a different system that allows you to not only work one-on-one. A lot of people working one-on-one, but you're missing one very important fact in my opinion. People can join because of you, but they don't necessarily stay because of you. So let them connect to other people, and you will see magic in your business. I hope I could transfer a little bit energy.